Hey guys, Figurecraft here, and today we're going to be going over some more stuff for the Titanic upgrade. Yeah, I'm not sure how exactly I cut myself, but I did. So I've got a band-aid on it right now. But we're basically going to be going over the replacement parts for issue 14. So you're going to need issue 14, and you're also going to need issue 14's replacement parts. So going through the book, is right there. But first thing I'm going to show you all is this. So I scratch built some expansion joints you can see here. You can see I've scratch built some expansion joints. And then back here towards the back, same thing. And how I did that is, this is from the Titanic 1/350 scale. I basically cut a piece of metal off right here. And then I got my piece of metal. And then what I did next was I took some cardstock paper. And then I cut some small strips. Like this. And then I basically took them and laid them over top of the metal. Then I took some glue and glued them over top the metal. You can see if I can get the space right here. I probably cut it too big, but this is just for demonstration purposes. But let me see here. Basically like that right there. I just glued them on. And then once I glued them on, I just used a metallic gold paint that I use from the brand Testers, which is model paints. And then I just painted over it. And then once I painted over it, I had pretty much that right there. Then I just basically glued it onto the ship with super glue once I cut it down the size. And then this right here, this little part right there, that's just a piece of cardstock paper. Cut down the size. Cut it down the size, and then once I had it on there glued on, I just painted it black. And then that formed the expansion joint. And I still haven't got it all figured out here yet. Still have to work on that slowly, or I may just leave it alone. But anyway, that's how I made that. But now we're going to go into the replacement parts. And the first replacement part is that vent, so let me get these open. Alright. So our first replacement part is this vent right here, which with the Agora models and hachette, get out of here, With the Agora models and the hachette, let me use sensor to focus this. There we go. With the Agora models and the hachette, this is what you get. You get this vent, but they tell you to put it on to the ship this way, which would mean that the vent would be facing the incorrect way. So let me move these. Let me grab our ship. Let me get you over here. Basically, they would have you to put this onto the ship facing that way, and that would be the incorrect way. So what you get with this company that I've purchased from, you get this replacement vent. And you can see the detail in that. It's got the bolts. It's got all of the details. You can see that. But that is the first vent that you will basically get with the replacement parts. So I'll put that back into its thing. And then after that one, the next one is, let's see here. This one right here. So, with the Agora and hachette, you were basically sent this. And then, with the replacement parts that I got from the company, let me turn this around. I got vents all over this thing. Okay, we're going up here. Let me just get you situated here. You can see I got a little person there. We'll be going over that later. But right here it is. Here's the comparison to the part that they give you. Well, it's going to be kind of hard to get it to stand up because it's got those pegs at the bottom. Let me see if I can butt it against it. Okay. There you can see. And then if I were to bring you around this way, you can see right there in the front of it, it's got like a vent. And this one doesn't have the vent detail at the front. Just like this one's got the vent detail. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick it up. You can see it's also got some detail right in there. You can see its detail. Versus this plain one that you were sent. But there's still nothing wrong with this one. So, put that into the thing. Now you're going to see some big differences in these next ones coming up. So, our next one is going to be this one. And that is on, looks like the side I'm on right now. Okay. So, I just got to find that part. Give me a few seconds here. Let me look in these. Is this it? No, that's not it. Is this it? Nope. So it's none of those. Has to be one of these. Has to be this one. Yeah, it's this one. So this is the part that you were sent with hachette and Agora models. Which, again, there's still nothing wrong with this. Now we're going to go to the part that you'll receive from the company that I get my parts from, the replacement parts. And let's see, that's too far back. We got to go more to the front. There we are. Right here is the replacement part versus the normal part. And you can see already a big difference. You've got the bolts. You've got this little square hole at the bottom of the vent that the real Titanic vents had. And then if I get you to the back, give me a few seconds here. It's kind of hard to maneuver this thing around. All right, there you go. You can see right there, there's a split right there for the extra vent. And then when you look at this one, that split's not there. It's just molded into one thing. Let me get you picked up here. Get you over the ship if I can. This thing's big. Right there you can see. And then if I were to bring you back around to the front. Let me get this camera off this tripod thing I got. Okay, there you go. There's your better view. You can see all that detail. Versus this. Let me see if I can get this beside of each other, and then I'll let you look at them. I'm going to put it right there. Okay. You can decide which one's better. But I'll put you back up here into the tripod. And then we're done with that piece. So now we're going to go over our next piece. So let me see here. The next one is this one. Right here. So this is the next piece that we'll be going over. Which you were sent this from Agora and Hachette. And then the replacement detail, I had to cut off a pipe that was at the top of it because the person accidentally put that on there. But you can see right there where I snipped it off. It was up here. It was one of these like tops like this. But I just snipped it off. It was aiming backward. I just snipped it off because it wasn't supposed to be there. But there's the one right there. And then turn it this way, I think it is. Yeah, that way. I'll put it behind a little bit. There you go, the lifeboat can hold it. There's the one that you were sent. And then once again, when I bring you around, you can see all the detail. And then we'll get you to the... Let me get this phone off this thing again. We'll get you to the back here. You can see there's that crack in the vent again where the two vents are connected together. And then on this one, so yeah. So we'll set that one to the side since we went over it now. Then I'll put you back up in here into the phone holder. Sorry y'all, I'm trying my best to go through these and then turn to the last page. And I think that is all the replacement vents because you don't get a replacement of that. And that would be the next thing. So yeah, that's all the replacement vents. But basically, when you get this parts, you would basically have left over to put on. Because it gives you all the vents in one whack. Unlike Hachette and Agora did. But you would basically have left over for the later on issue. You would have left over this. And you would have this vent left over that you haven't installed yet. But you could just go ahead and, you know, put them on now since you got them. But that's all you would have left over with this replacement parts for 14. But yeah, that's gonna basically do it for this video. I hope y'all enjoyed, and I hope y'all doing safe during these troublesome times, and you all have a blessed one. And when I come back, we will be going over more replacement parts for the Titanic. But until then, goodbye.